Sorrento in southern Italy. And this is our hotel. We start our holiday and start to visit places. It's right on a busy road. Here is everybody ready to take the ship. Yeah. Search it up now.
This is the booking station at
15
Pompeii.
15 pounds for the 15 pounds for the guide. You understand the money from there?
And there's a gift shop. And lots of big lines. People have to wait.
That the excavations of Pompeii are considered between the most important archaeological excavations of the world. So imagine that here in Pompeii we have more than 2 million visitors a year coming from all over the world. You should know that the city is very old, about 2,700 years old. That means the city was founded 700 years before Christ and was founded by the native people, by the aboriginal people. They were called the Oscans. Actually, the Oscans were civilized by the Greeks and also by the Etruscans, that's in Italy. And only in the 1st century before Christ, year 89 before Christ, the city of Pompeii was conquered by a famous Roman commander, was transformed into a Roman colony. The first time that Pompeii was damaged, that was by an earthquake. 62 years after Christ was a terrible earthquake. And 17 years later, when they were still restoring, still repairing the damage of the earthquake, took place a terrible explosion and eruption of the volcano Vesuvius that I show in the show. Well, during the eruption, 4 different cities were completely destroyed. The 2 cities close to the volcano, Herculaneum and Oplontis, were destroyed by mud. The city of Pompeii, another one called Stabia, located a little more south, after 3 days and 3 nights were completely burned by rain of volcanic materials. That means ash, dust and tiny stones. This material destroyed Pompeii, not lava.
We have started the visit to the ruins of Pompeii with the help of the guide. The history is well learned.
So 128 centimeters represent the physics of the town because we know what the total extent of war. That is
So the commercial life of Pompeii. In fact, all around, there are only ruins of public buildings. There are no private houses. Okay? Well, over there on your left, you can see the ruins of the Khan House, the tribunal of Pompeii, the Palace of Justice, which was called Basilica. Basilica is a Greek word. It means the only afterwards, now the Christian church will call like that. But the first building that is named was the Palace of Justice. All right? Well, this palace was built about 200 years before Christ in a very elegant Hellenistic style. That means Greek style. All right? Well, on the right, there are three entrances, there are three different temples. And in the corner, on the right-hand side, where you see the four arches, that was the Bank of Pompeii, the stock market of Pompeii, which was called Taverne Argentarie. Right in front of the big temple, you see over there, which was dedicated to the god Jupiter. As you can see, the temple is flanked by two big triumphal arches. There on the right was dedicated to the famous Emperor Tiberius. Right in the middle of the base you see over there was the altar for the rice, for the sacrifice, where here were sacrificed only animals. And all around the bases, also big pedestals, you see, supporting the stages of the most important people of Pompeii and also of Rome. I mean, aristocratic people, plutocrats. All right? All around was roofed with double rows of columns, under and Doric, and up in Ionic style. As you know, we have three different styles: Doric, Ionic, and Corinthian. As you can see, the city of Pompeii nowadays is too much destroyed, too much damaged. That's not only because of the eruption that took place in the year 79, but when the king of Naples, which was not a Neapolitan like me, but was a Bourbon king, and he started the excavations exactly 250 years ago, the main reason was not a cultural reason. Pompeii was considered like a treasury. So they took all the good, gold, silver, bronze stages, marbles, mosaics, paintings. They took us to the floor. That means we all destroyed Pompeii, not the poor volcano. The volcano preserved the city for many centuries. That's a very old volcano. It's about 50,000 years old. The last eruption took place in 1944, during the last Second World War. So then from the last eruption, the volcano doesn't smoke anymore, but it's still active. So then we're waiting for the next eruption. I hope not today.
Archaeologists still at work.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. We walk slowly, but please always together. Okay? Peace of mind, welcome. Well, yeah, on the left, there's like now, that's a small storage. A small, we call antiquarium, an open museum. But all the stocks you see in this area, are original stocks. Okay? You will see vases, jars, amphoras, capitals, columns, stages, tables, and so on. They're all original stock. Between which you will see also a few plaster casts. Plaster casts. Between which you will see also plaster casts of human bodies. Understand? Plaster casts of human bodies. Alright? I will explain also the technique how we make the plaster casts of the people. Well, I tell you, before, as you know, this technique was invented in 1861 by famous archaeologists, but nowadays we still use the same technique, and I tell you. Before digging, before excavating, we drill the ground. We make holes into the ground. When we realize there are underground cavities, empty spaces, we inject plaster. We fill these cavities with liquid plaster. We don't know what is under. We wait 2 weeks and then we start to dig. These cavities, these empty spaces, are because of the decomposition of the organic materials. The organic materials decomposed and left the shape. Doing like that, we obtain plaster casts of human bodies, plaster casts of animals, plaster casts of trunk of trees, of wooden doors, and so on. All right? Well, now I will show you a few plaster casts here on the left-hand side. Please, well, by the wall, you see the balls over there? You show on the shelves over there, the balls. Well, they were the projectiles for the catapults. Okay?
Projectiles for the
Next here, you can see on the left the cast of a young fellow crying and trying to protect his face with his hands. You see? And then also human bones. And here, ladies and gentlemen, this box, you can see a cast of a young slave. She was only 16 and she was also pregnant. Beyond, you can see a cast of a tree, a trunk of a tree. It looks like a column. You see over there? And by the wall, you can see a cast of a wooden door. You see? Well, on the left, an anchor. You can see statues in limestones and in lava rocks. And here, a money box. Now, goes a money box and tables, in bronze and in marble. Here on the left, the entrance of the public toilet, the public latrines, only for the man. And then, the small entrance over there was a prison, a temporary prison. Two small rooms. The second one, very small, no windows, very humid. It's temporary prison because the people were judged to their town house. And if they were guilty, they were killed, or they were split. So then, you sure know that the city of Pompeii has a Greek city plan system. It's like a chessboard. This system was invented by the Greeks. Was used the first time when was founded the city of Naples, Neapolis, Naples, my city. They over here in Pompeii, roads a little sloping down. Because the streets, the roads canalize rain, only rain water toward the ocean. That's why it's sloping down, and that's why the crossing stones, the stepping stone in the middle, so they could cross. Entrance, you can say a fountain. That's a public fountain. You see fountain in the lava rocks, like a fountain in limestone. So then this section, this barrel was called Mercury barrel, because of the prolificity of there representing the god Mercury. So now, the fountain. Looks noble. But if you think that in America, Williamsburg, 1700, no running water. Here in Europe, in the large capitals, the large city of Europe, 1500, no running water. The Romans, 1500 years before, they already had fountains, they already had running water. Because the Romans, they built aqueducts and pipes made of lead. They import the use of the lead from England, from Mukono, which was the Emperor Octavian Augustus. So then the unique problem was that as lead is and was priceless. So then a lot of people get sick, sometimes also be afraid,
From the lead?
Yeah, exactly. But they understood it. In fact, these kind of filters, they use carbon to filter the water. Carbon filters. Very smart people. So then, on the right you can see one of the 14 watchtowers of Pompeii, which is called Mercury Tower. And behind you can see the volcano Vesuvius dominating the city of Pompeii. On the other side you can see the first triumphal arch, which was dedicated to the famous but little crazy Emperor Caligula. You know Caligula? No. So then, as you can see here, no tracks of the church. 60% of the streets in Pompeii are walking area, pedestrian. Like now. Okay. Well, now we cross the bridge in the ancient area with upper people, upper class. And we're going to go to see the highlights of Pompeii, the famous house of the Victor brothers. As I told you before, it's like an art gallery. Okay? Let's go.
Question.
Yes, sir. But you come close to me and you have to know that. Don't miss the guard. Don't miss the guard.
Sa proprio vous avez déjà gagné.
Oh, I see.
Déjà gagné.
Not original. But you see, there's an opening to the roof, which is called common pluvial. Was used twice and to wave. What's it because? This house was built like a fortress. Well, but was also used as opening for collecting rainwater. Water flow down, and then was built this hoop, which is called Inman pluvial. The water then was canalized to an underground system and used for the family needs. That's the first system they had for having drinking water inside the house. Closed big wooden doors. So you had both sides of two beds, small rooms, which had bedrooms for the brats, called cubicles. And you had two reception rooms for winter time called wings, like attic. You can see mine box, see? Part 9 is original, part was not. Can't choose that as to the Archaeological National Museum on Nevis that I suggested to visit. And on the other side, only the base, another money box. Each brother had his own money box. They didn't trust each other, you know. Well, the frescoes, the paintings you see all around, they're all original. No imitation, no copies. Well, this part of the house was used actually in summertime. We have a beautiful garden. Well, the garden is called Viridarium. And if you look well, you can see the original flat pipes and the original valves, bronze. You see over there? Well, in this garden, water jet fountain. You see the two small stairs over there? Two water jet fountains. Well, the water was already in this labyrinth. Called the labyrinth. Then the water, when the lava was full, water would flow down and was come on to the big system. Because that just was water, so they paid right water. All around the row calendars, that's called the Peggy. That's part of the that part. And how we go, corner. You can see fantastic architectures, and on two walls, in the middle, you can see represent three myths of the Greek mythology. On the left, Hercules, baby, strangling the snakes, is representing flowing air because he was Nero. The heroes were always representing flowing air. And his father, the god Jupiter, is new. In front, Pantheon. Pantheon was stoned to death by the goddess of Bacchus, so-called the Bacchante, because Pantheon was against the orgies, against the Bacchanal. And here on the right we have Dirce, which was tied to a fool's bow and killed this way by the brothers Anfield and Zeus. At least now. A good life. Look at the mosaic floor, very elegant. The original mosaic floor. Here you can see the famous Pompeian red, also called Rosso Cinabo. Imagine nowadays, we don't know yet how they made this color. Well, and all around you can see beautiful trees, where you can see cupids, making works of everyday life. They're all in three dimensions. From the right to left, you can see cupids over there, making crowns of flowers. Near cupids making perfumes. You see the cupid chariots. So then patterns of the Greek mythology. Cupids as worshippers, as gold. And with original seashells. Look at the design, very elegant. Look at colors, the blue. The blue was made with the lapis, lapis lazuli. You see lapis? Lapis lazuli dust, and it made of glass. Okay, that's how it's so beautiful, the blue. Okay? Right now, we go downtown. 2 means mills. Okay, in the middle of the mills. They consist of 2 big lava rocks. The base is fixed now and shaped conic. It's conical. The upper part is big conical. It's called cartillus. Both sides are 2 holes where they put wood in, and then the stone was normally rotated now by the slaves. Corn was pulled from the upper part, and the flour come out from the fish you see down. See? Over there you can see an original oven. It still works. Built now with bricks, now with old clay, and it worked like that. They put the wood inside, fire, and when the oven became very warm, Helena was a beautiful girl. She was a slave, and she worked with 3 more slaves into another fast food on the other main street of the world. Anyway, on the wall was written like that: go to the thermal form of Vaselina, because Vaselina is a beautiful girl and she does this and that. Now we know this was like one-stop shopping. There's no lupa means wolf. That time the prostitutes were called lupe, wolf. So then where were living the lupe, the place was called Lupanar. I'll show you an example. The upper floor, you see over there, was rebuilt. It's not original. Up there are 5 rooms, a little more bigger. And there's also next entrance to walk up. It was open 24 hours a day for people having more money to spend a night. Okay? Was first class. On the ground floor, there are another 5 small rooms. That's was for, one bam, thank you, ma'am. Quick and dirty, you say. Well, inside, you will see then 5 small cubicles, bedrooms with the original stone beds, and all around you will see paintings, original fresco paintings with a different specialization.
¿Dónde estaba el cuarto?
Well, folks, about the entrances of these small rooms, you will see the original frescoes I told you before. All right.
Allora è meglio che non che spieghi. Senti, a poi canto lupanale con bordello. Cato a pototo. Pano in che nullio che ti è per Cato di ex domate squitan I gineti. Ah. Cano, metà.
Excavation works are still going on.
And here you can see archaeology working. It's not on base the paradise of the archaeology. That's not
Huge bay trees. Bay leaves everywhere.
And well, all around it was roofed with where now there's roll columns around in Doric style and with columns and columns in Doric style all around. It was open there. You can see the base of a very old temple. It's in Doric style. It was built about 600 years before Christ by the Greeks. As you can see, it's orientated east-west. The Greeks oriented the temples also always east-west and Romans north-south. Well, this temple was dedicated to Athena at the beginning, and then afterwards was dedicated to Hercules, Heracleion. You can see also the original capitals, the upper part of the columns are called capitals. That's in Doric style with the abacus and the echino. All right. Well, right in front here, you can see an area still to be excavated. As I told you before, only 3/4 of the city were excavated. We're still digging, we're still excavating. And you see behind the trees, modern house over there. Well, the house you see over there was built before that this area now was excavated. It's still there, so you can understand how I was living reached by the house. You know, like 21 feet of ash, dust, and constant of bark and destroyed compound. Not loud. So now, ladies and gentlemen, you will say in church 2 theories.
Oh, I didn't know that. Sorry. No, we picked up along the way.
Okay, thank you. You walk slowly down with the kid. You walk slowly down and you wait the kid over there. And you walk down and you wait the kid over there. How many are you?
Two children.
Okay, I understand. The middle was then the middle class, and up now was now normal people, I would say. All right. Well, both sides you can see 2 stages made of lava rocks called telamoni. That's the masculine of the Greek word karyati. Okay. And both sides you can see these 2 small areas that were sits for the most important people actually of Pompeii. Okay, the power, the decumani, the decoroni, the most important, the aristocrats of Pompeii. Well, now first we go on and we're going to go to see the public baths. We brought to light 6 different public baths. Public baths were like the modern country clubs. You know, they could spend a day. We are in the so-called Terme Stabiane, public baths. You know? I call like that because close the main gate going to the city of Stabia. That's why it's called like that. But that Lord's public bath we find in Pompeii, with about 200 years before Christ. But then the baths were abolished by the Romans. You can see the gym. You see the gymnasium. Oh, but there's more swimming pool. They could also play bocce. And in front of the decorations, you see the decorations over there, they're also original. And up here, you can easily recognize the sea god Neptune. As you know, the Romans had a habit of dedicating public buildings to the divinity. And normally, public baths were always dedicated to the sea god Neptune. Well, I'll show you now the men's section, because the women's section, unfortunately, is closed. Well, the men's section is divided in 4 different rooms. The first room, the largest room, is called Apodite, which was a wedding dressing room. Then we have another room which was called Tepidarium, which was for steam bath, which was for Turkish bath. The third room was called the Kalidarium, was for sauna and for hot water bath. And the last room, the so-called Frigidarium, was for cold water bath. The unique difference between the men and the women's section is that in the women's section, no Frigidarium. The women like to remain warm, you know, like cold water. All right, my friend, in these 2 boxes, you can see 2 more plastic cans of 2 human bodies. So, you know the technique because I explained that to you before. So then you can realize who is a man. You can see the stature, the position, face means the expression, you know, the nose and so on. You can also understand this man was a slave. You know that because you were the best. His legs, stamp the name of this owner. When slaves escaped, if they escaped, and they were not killed, they were branded. The other side, we have a cast of a rich man, a patrician. You can recognize it was a patrician because of the shape of the sandal and because of the tunic. Alright? Well, this room was waiting room, as I told you before. These small niches all around were used as lockers. And was called room Apple di Terra with the seats all around. As you see, the weights. Here we have the Tepidari and the Kalidari. You have to know that outside, there's a big boiler, you know, the big boiler to make hot water. The water was then kind of like with more cool for 7 people, 6-7 people. Then the heat of the fire, I mean just hot hay passing under the double floor, and between the double wall, you see in the corner on the right. So the heat is circulated all around, eating all over the room. That's a perfect example of a central heating system. Well, the upper floor collapsed, but you can see part of the upper floor, and if you go out the corner, you will recognize the double walls, and also the fireplace for making steam. This wall here is not original, it was rebuilt. All roofs collapsed. And this wall collapsed. But over there you can see an original bolt where the original decoration. But you should note the details. All right then. Well, look at the details. You see a double. You sworn landing. You can see a deer at the vanity, the transparent globe, flying birds, a cupid, a seabird, the seahorse. You see? Do not forget, these decorations are original and are 2,000 years old. While on the other right, we have another room, the Frigidaire for cold water bath. Well, all around, fragments of the original glass. And if you shake your hands and you look under this hole, the sewage. I told you, no, they already had sewage and had septic tanks inside the house. And here you can see now inscriptions that say political propaganda with the names of the candidates. As you know, that time women and slaves had no right to vote. Now the situation's changed, as you know. All right, now walk slowly up. There is the way out, say, to reach the Porta Marina. So then before going out, don't miss to see over there, on the right, the temple of the sun, god Apollo. Inside you will see 2 stages of Apollo and of Sister Diana. You see a beautiful altar, the limestone and lava rocks, black and white, a beautiful column in white colors and white marble. On top you will recognize the small modern shopping mall. It was called Marcello. You see the shops all around? In the middle, not the ruins of a temple because it was a public building and a temple dedicated to God. the decoration original, you can have an idea how Hitler was decorating this mark, you know. Now, on that architecture perspective, you see also fish, so they bread, you know, chicken, jars, and so on. But I'm here to show you something else. I'm here to show you the famous cast. That's something you can see only here. That's a cast of a slave, of a young slave. This cast is very important, I'll tell you why. So then, you have to know that inside these empty spaces, these cavities that we find, normally there is always the original skeleton, which is very well preserved, because in these cavities no air. But when we fill these cavities with plaster, then the skeleton will be inside the plaster. You understand? That's why you can see the skull, the feet, finger bones, bones of the feet. But what's really interesting and unique is the expression. You can read on his face the suffering, the agony, the last moment of his life. And then you can understand that this was a young slave. Why? Because of the skull. Because the so-called fontanelle are not completely closed. That means he was a young man. And then you can also understand that the slaves had a very hard life, very bad life. Because if you look well the feet, which are original, you see that the underpart is more consumed because of the stress life that they did like that. You know? And they consume the feet. You see? And this material, buried and destroyed Pompeii. Ash, dust, and palm stones. 21 feet of this material. To give a quick idea, was the situation after the eruption. All the areas around the volcano Vesuvius was a dead land. No more life, no more vegetations for many centuries. And only 1,600 years later, they start to dig up Pompeii and they start to destroy Pompeii, because we destroyed Pompeii. All right? Well, here you have another cast, but it's not so important as this one. No? Another cast, another man. Well, now, my friends, I want to show you a place here where you can have watching it. You know, I want to show you again the warehouse. Souvenirs and lefts, all right? Restaurants, self-service, we have everything here. Thank you very much for your attention. I hope you enjoyed the tour. Okay? Thank you very much. Arrivederci. Thank you very much.
We are just waiting for the train at the Pompeii railway station. The mighty Vesuvius in the background.
Would you like to flip one? Into the TV station.
What's that?
Center of Sorrento city.
Okay. You can find
midday. Pretty hot. We're going to take steps down to the portal. Steps go down and down and down. And then you have to walk along that road. Takes you to the blue sea. Spend all day in Capri.
Dopo mi si verrà come avanti. Oggi mi basta calmare.
Isn't it amazing? It's the sea world and everything else.
Madman at work. It's Batman.
Put your camera down, Vicky. Hey, put your camera down.
There's Daddy.
Daddy.
Baywatch. Oh, cool. Look. Look. You.
Dun 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah. Of my movie.
It's a gala dinner evening tonight. There'll be live music in a minute. Lovely views from here. Mountains of Sorrentino. Oh, gala music. Yeah, give a smile. Jeez, I need gala dinner. Dance कर भी कर
sings. It's in your eyes, it's in your head. Then follow my haunted heart with love divine to sharing this life with you. And thereafter, so wonderful to now that you're mine. Ci ho bene bocca un pa', ma la spina pure tu, e questo amore termina così. Grazie, grazie, perché io sono mio, sound from the day, sound from the day, sound from the day, sound from since that night we've been together. Love was at first sight, in love forever. It turned out just mine. All strangers in the night. strangers in my mind. Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. I wanna be a part of it. New York, New York. I was vagabond shoes. I started to sway to the very heart of it. New York, New York. I wanna wake up in a city that never sleeps and find I'm here number one. These little town blues are drifting away back to the very heart of it. In old New York, if I can make it there, I'll make it anywhere except to you. New York, New York. New York, New York. I wanna wake up in a city that never sleeps and find I'm hey number one, top of the hill. Hey number one, top of the hill. These little town blues are drifting away. I wanna be a part of it. In old New York, if I can make it there, I'll make it anywhere. It's up to you, New York, New York.
हिंदुस्तान के लिए रवाना किया जाए।
We are right at the top of the Mount Vesuvius, just at the bottom of the volcano crater.
Andersrum. Hoch.
That's the city of Napoli at the
Sieht man die Schuhe. Mach
bottom
hoch,
of the hill,
bei mir.
and that's
Meine vor euch vor.
the sea.
Stell die.
We are ready to climb like a pilgrim,
Ja.
and that's the way to the crater. Just simply magnificent. That's the winding road that brought us to the top of the mountain Vesuvius. Breathtaking beauty. Wonderful day. We're just resting now at this wayside store selling different goodies, statues made out of lava rocks. Still have to go further up, so let's hope we can finish the trip. Here at last. We're just looking down the mouth of the crater. The last volcanic eruption took place in 1944. Pompeii got destroyed in AD 79. Is this volcano still active? Well, that's what people say. Here is some evidence. Wow! You can see fumes coming out. From the top of the Vesuvius, view of the city of Ercolano and Naples.
Kannst du dann die Eier rein, dann kannst du das.
I just wonder whether people have any volcanophobia. It can erupt any moment.
বেশি বেরোচ্ছে
Roads are all around the crater mouth.
या चीजें कने जो तेरा आगू में होती थी
Kan beter zien.
Nee, het valt uit de list van op zit. Die maar hier is moeilijk voor de foto te trekken, zie.
Mama?
Ja, niet er bij 13 uur is en ook van die
People say, oh, Madonna is, Pareceu? Sì, no, ma bicicletta is.
That's our swimming pool in the rear of the hotel. It's a lovely day today. Seems everybody sunbathing. So we have come at last to Rome, have we? It's quite a memorable journey, wasn't it? What did you say? And what is that thing there? What is that? What is that?
What's it? Why are you taking
Underground station. Ah, we've gone back in time.
Io l'ho visto super qua.
Togli la macchina fotografica, se va là.
Io ho visto super qua.
We are right inside the Vatican City.
Stories from the scriptures.
Ciao.
And therefore made them in bronze around the second aisle of the second church. You recognize them? That have been guarding the tomb are scared to death. They saw him. They saw the resurrection, and this is the moment depicted. And behind the tomb is the holy city of Jerusalem. Now you got it, huh? So this room is the gallery of the maps. The maps in this room were made in the early 1500s. They depict various landmasses of Italy. In the 1500s, remember, the popes were the rulers. They were the emperor, the king. They carried a sword, who had armies, conquered, battled, and therefore needed to know the whereabouts of enemies and friends. The best cartographers came from Venice. They came and depicted all of what was Avignon, France. And that was in the 14th century. So it was Vatican property. And this is southern Italy right here. This is Sicily. And here. The Sistine Chapel was frescoed by Michelangelo and the artist. The first artist that decorated the Sistine Chapel worked on the side walls. 6 panels on one side, 6 panels on the other. And these were the artists that you were to see tomorrow. Perugino, Pinturicchio, Botticelli, Ghirlandaio, Signorelli. Great artists at the beginning of the Renaissance period, because the Renaissance begins in Florence and in Perugia. These artists came from Florence and Perugia. And then, so they did on one wall the stories of Moses, the Old Testament. On the other wall, the stories of Christ, the New Testament. That was 1481 to 1482. In 1508, Michelangelo was called. He was called to come up and create the ceiling, the whole of the Sistine Chapel. He was 33 years old. He said, no, I'm a sculptor. I've never done a fresco in my life. And
Look at the phone.
We're just getting out of Sistine Chapel. So at last our holiday comes to an end. We're in our coach on the way to Naples Airport. How's everybody? Do you have a nice holiday? Do you have a nice holiday? Hello, Sardianian. Arrivederci. Lovely scenic beauty of Centeno Mountain on one side and the Bay of Naples on the other side. Bay of Naples, Mediterranean. viaduct. We are inside a tunnel now. There's always light at the end of the tunnel. Mighty Vesuvius in the background. Amazing.
Now once you get into the airport building, providing you don't have any luggage that needs extra labels, then all you need airport building, please make sure that you get all your personal belongings, all your hand luggage, etc. from the coach, and you just need to go straight through the doorways there, that's the departures. Now,